Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Two grinded-out squads will be on the field for today's matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10 in rushing yards. It's the Colts going up against the Titans.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. First down, it's Taylor. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Let's go!
Second and 10 now, it's Taylor. Completes it to Norwood. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Now the offense lining up first and 10.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Come on, let's go.
951. Hunter. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Ohio! Switch! Let's go! What? 9!
Again on the ground with Hunter. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Here we go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On the wide out in motion. And they'll run it with Hunter. Room here to run. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Here we go. 51 the mic, boys. 51.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Hey, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Let's go. 1, 9.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Taylor will throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Colts send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Man left. Hey, guys, check me out. Three. Stand up over there. One.
First down, Mariota. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Out. 3 down.
One.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Mariota now on second down. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Barkevius Mingo in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Under 10.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And the pressure gets to him again. Barkevius Mingo. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. And bulldozing his way through. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing intentional grounding call.
3rd and long, it's Taylor. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Fresh set of downs here.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, let's go. 3 down. 3 down.
This is Hunter. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Come on, let's go. Grand 38. We got 3.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to sling this deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. This one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
Come on now, let's go. Let's go. 51, Ohio.
Now they'll run it on the toss. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Here we go. What? 90.
Now they send a man in motion right. On third down. That's Hunter. Shifts by him. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
Vinatieri now on to try the field goal for the Colts. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. On first and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Watch tight end. Alert.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
A first down throw for Mariota. Goes underneath for Henry. And he's brought down. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down. 49.
Now a play fake here on first down. And some space here. Finding room to the 20. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From the red zone now, Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. O.J. Howard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to strike for 6.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. it's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down.
Tight end right, tight end right. Here we go. Ohio. Hey. Come on, let's go. Flex round.
On second down, here's Taylor. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Switch. Ohio.
On third down, Taylor. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Let's go. What? 90. 4 down.
On first and 10, it's Taylor. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Single. Here we go. Key 26.
Throwing again, it's Taylor. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Colts on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Again, it's Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there, defense. Because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
They're right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Three. Slam. One. Alert three.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The penalty on first down backs him up 5. It's now first down at 15.
Tight end right. One. 3 down.
To throw Mariota. Avant brings it in. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Your trip is here. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. One. Easy. Hey, boy, you got 4 down. One. Switch.
From the gun, Mariota. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Barkevius Mingo. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
SOS.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Hot. Three. You see me? One. They can't stop.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Buying time to his left. He's got a man. Complete. 30. 10. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
On second down, Taylor. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
7 yards to go on second down.
Titans Ringo. Titans on the Ringo.
Now Mariota. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Tight right. 3 down. Watch 80. Check 52.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Tailback, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And ready now for 2nd and 9.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Let's go!
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Norwood's got it, complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island. Come on, let's go! Red 38!
Operating from the gun, Taylor. And a quick throw here that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go, Brown, let's go! Come on, let's go! Red 38! Flex Brown!
From the gun, Taylor. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Titans. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. One. Ready. One and
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
2nd down, Mariota. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
One.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Man out. 3. Watch the 20.
Mariota on the delay to Henry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Halfback sent in motion. Mariota to throw it. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's He's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Run. That's it, baby.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Single.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
I don't think you got it, son. 180.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Right.
One.
Three. Set. Four down. One. Big head.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Check three.
A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
They can't stop you, son.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Just keep it rolling, baby. Keep it rolling.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Get up, Brown. Get up. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Get high. Here we go.
Now it's Taylor. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here we go. 1, 9,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Let's go! Brand 38!
Now Taylor on first down. Caught left side by Hilton. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup.
Here's Taylor. He's got his man on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Come on, let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd down following the run.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Let's go! Brand 38! Ohio! Alert, flare! Flex round! Flex round!
Now Taylor. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing, Mariota got his man complete over the middle. That's Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
One.
Mariota hands to Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
A first down throw for Mariota. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Come on, let's go.
Slot man moves right. Now a handoff working right. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it again with Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Come on, let's go!
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On the counter, it's Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Throwing here, Mariota. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Mariota gives to Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Let's go! 54's Mike. Check. Watch Ohio!
Taylor will throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Check 31.
A give to Henry. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're produced.
you.